Indianapolis SEO, top services and strategies to boost your B2B rankings. Indianapolis SEO is a pipeline play, not a nice to have. If you're selling B2B in Indianapolis and you're not investing in SEO, you're invisible during the exact moment buyers are building their shortlist. Modern B2B research starts on Google long before a prospect fills out a form or replies to outreach. When about 71% of B2B buyers begin with search and 85% trust organic results more than ads, rankings become a revenue lever, not a vanity metric. That leverage is bigger than most teams realize. Organic search accounts for roughly 53% of trackable website traffic, and it's responsible for about 76% of B2B search traffic, often the largest dependable source of inbound demand for established companies. If your best fit prospects can't find you for high-intent queries, your competitors will happily take that meeting. Indianapolis is especially competitive because it's built for B2B. Logistics, life sciences, manufacturing, and professional services all have long evaluation cycles and multiple stakeholders. With a metro GDP around $199.2 billion 2023, there's real budget in the market, but buyers still start by validating credibility online. The teams that win aren't doing SEO. They're engineering discoverability for the exact problems their ICP is already searching. Why rankings matter in the middle of the buying journey? B2B buyers delay sales conversations as long as possible, and that changes what visibility really means. Research cited by Demand Gen Report shows buyers can be roughly 70% through the buying journey before reaching out, and in about 80% of cases, they initiate first contact. If you're not showing up while they compare options, you don't get evaluated, no matter how strong your pitch is. Rank position also isn't incremental. It's exponential. The number one organic result captures about 27.6% of clicks, while the top three results win roughly 54.4%. For Indianapolis B2B keywords, moving from page 1 somewhere to the top 3 can be the difference between a trickle of leads and a predictable monthly pipeline contribution. Local intent is the accelerant, even for B2B. Roughly 46% of Google searches have local intent, and about 76% of near-me searchers visit a business within 24 hours. In practice, that includes searches like IT support for manufacturers Indianapolis or logistics consulting Indianapolis, where buyers want both expertise and proximity. Treating local SEO as for dentists is one of the most expensive misconceptions we see. Build an Indianapolis keyword strategy your ICP actually uses. The fastest way to waste SEO budget is chasing broad keywords that don't map to revenue. We recommend starting with your ICP, buying committee roles, and the problem language they use internally, then translating that into search intent. In Indianapolis, the winning formula is usually a blend of industry, service, and location modifiers, backed by proof pages, case studies, certifications, process pages that reduce perceived risk. Instead of thinking, we need more blog posts, think, we need a page for every high-intent buying question. Remember that buyers often consume multiple pieces of content before they ever talk to sales. Some B2B stats indicate 47% of buyers review 3 to 5 pieces of content, and 69% say a vendor's online presence influences their decision. Your content plan should reflect that. Comparison and decision stage pages matter just as much as educational articles. To keep your plan disciplined, it helps to group keywords by intent and assign a specific page type to each group. Here's a simple structure we use to avoid traffic without pipeline and to ensure Indianapolis relevance is baked into the architecture. The core SEO services that move the needle in Indianapolis. For B2B teams, SEO services should translate into a handful of non-negotiables: technical performance, on-page clarity, local trust signals, authority building, and conversion tracking. Technical SEO is the plumbing. If pages are slow, messy on mobile, or difficult to crawl, content improvements won't stick. This matters because many stakeholders do research on phones between meetings, and some datasets suggest around 62% of B2B buyers expect mobile access to content during the process. On-page SEO and content do the early-stage selling by matching pages to buyer questions and reducing friction to the next step. Local SEO makes your Indianapolis presence legible to Google and credible to prospects via a complete Google business profile, consistent citations, and reviews that mention outcomes and industries. Link building, done correctly, is less about volume and more about earning relevance from local and industry ecosystems, associations, chambers, partner pages, and reputable publications. If your team wants a practical checklist, use this table as a quick "what good looks like" reference. The goal is to tie each activity to the pipeline outcome it enables, so SEO doesn't live in a marketing silo. SEO doesn't replace sales, it makes every sales motion warmer by earning trust before the first conversation. Best practices to turn Indy traffic into qualified leads. Most Indianapolis SEO programs plateau because they stop at rankings and never engineer conversion. Every high-intent page should answer 3 questions fast. Do you serve my industry? Have you solved this problem before? And what happens next? That means pairing service and location relevance with credibility assets like case studies, certifications, implementation steps, and a clear consultation or demo path. Local proof is a force multiplier when the buyer is comparing similar vendors. Keep your Google business profile current, add service areas that reflect how buyers think, Indianapolis plus Carmel, Fishers, Plainfield, Greenwood, and broader Indiana, and publish posts that show momentum, new hires, events, and customer outcomes. For many buyers, the existence of a complete, accurate local presence is a silent qualifier, especially when competitors look thin. Finally, align inbound with outbound so wins compound. When a prospect visits your Indianapolis service page, your SDR team should already know the pain points, keywords, and objections that page addresses. This is where a strong B2B sales agency relationship can help. Your SEO data becomes targeting intelligence, and your outbound sales agency motion becomes the follow-through that converts attention into meetings. Common mistakes Indianapolis B2B teams make and how to fix them. One common mistake is publishing top-of-funnel only content and expecting it to generate revenue on its own. Educational posts are useful, but without decision stage pages, services, industries, comparisons, proof, you attract researchers who never convert. Another mistake is forcing keywords into pages. Readability and clarity win, and Google increasingly rewards content that matches intent rather than repeating phrases. We also see teams underinvest in local SEO because they assume they're not local. If you sell regionally or your buyers value proximity for implementation, audits, on-site work, or trust, local intent still applies. With about 46% of searches showing local intent and near-me behavior moving fast, being absent from local packs and map results is an avoidable gap, especially in a relationship-driven market like Indianapolis. The biggest operational mistake is poor measurement, reporting on traffic while ignoring lead quality, opportunities, and closed-won influence. Fix this by tracking conversions by landing page, pushing form data into your CRM, and reviewing organic assisted pipeline in RevOps. When you can show this page generated X meetings and Y opportunities, SEO becomes a budget-protected revenue channel instead of a discretionary expense. Advanced optimization, authority, intent, and sales enablement. Once the fundamentals are stable, The next gains come from authority and depth. For Indianapolis firms, that often means building industry credibility with original insights, partner content, and digital PR that earns relevant links. A handful of high-trust mentions from respected industry sites can outperform dozens of generic links, especially for competitive best and company queries. Treat your SEO data like a revenue intelligence feed. High engagement pages, repeated queries in Google Search Console, and conversion paths tell you what buyers care about most right now. Information your SDR agency or outsourced sales team can use immediately. If you offer sales outsourcing, cold email agency support, or cold calling services, you can mirror the exact language prospects use in search and turn it into outreach that feels timely rather than intrusive. This is also where structured data and page experience matter more than teams expect. Schema can improve how your results appear, which can improve click-through, while clean internal linking helps Google understand which pages are money pages. Combined, these upgrades help you climb into the top 3 zone, where the top results capture a disproportionate share of clicks, including that 54.4% captured by the top 3 listings. Next steps: a practical plan to turn SEO visibility into booked meetings. If you want a simple way to operationalize Indianapolis SEO, think in 30, 60, 90 days. In the first 30, lock technical hygiene, analytics, and your core Indianapolis service pages. In 60, build industry pages and proof assets that map to your best deals. In 90, scale content clusters and authority building so you can compete for the terms that actually move revenue. The goal is not more content, it's a stronger conversion path for the buyers already searching. From there, connect SEO to sales execution so demand doesn't sit idle. At SalesHive, we plug into this by using your highest intent pages and keyword themes to guide list-building services, targeting, and messaging, so outbound and inbound reinforce each other. If you're evaluating a cold calling agency, a cold email agency, or a sales development agency partner, the key is alignment. Your outreach should sound like the next logical step after what the prospect just read on your site. SalesHive has booked 100,000 plus meetings for 1,500 plus B2B clients, and we offer flexible models: US-based SDRs, Philippines-based teams, or a blend, without locking you into annual contracts. Whether you're looking to hire SDRs, stand up an outsourced sales team, or simply add dependable B2B cold calling services alongside SEO, the strategy is the same. Earn attention in search, then follow up with disciplined execution that converts that attention into pipeline.